Strong from Panmar, and Jamie Walker! What a start for Hearts! Mackay-Steven! Roberts moved in on Ottaniwa and slides it through to Patrick Roberts! Roberts is buzzing about again, and he's scoring again!
The Ladbrokes Premiership leaders have come from behind to beat Hearts. Let's hear from the two goal scorers with Luke Shanley.
Gentlemen, well done. Patrick, sum up your afternoon.
Yeah, it was a good afternoon for me and a good afternoon for the boys. I mean, we knew that'd be tough coming to Celtic Park, and there was a lot of fans here today, so we couldn't disappoint. And thankfully for that, we didn't.
How key a moment was your goal after being behind in the game?
Yeah, it was obviously we was losing, so we need to get straight back in the game, which we did with Gaz's shot, and then Tom played me in, and made it 2-1 just before half time, which is good to go into the break with that.
Have you done yourself the world of good, given this is only your second start?
Well, yeah, I do what I do on the pitch, and then the manager chooses who plays. So I'm sure anyone on that pitch will do the same thing. So just got to take a chance and play for the badge and get the 3 points.
Gary, how tough a test was that, certainly in the first half?
Yeah, definitely. We knew beforehand Hearts were a good team. They pressed us a lot in the first half and made it difficult for us. And we went behind, but I think we showed good character to come back, and we scored early to equalise, and Pat scored a great goal to make it 2-1 before half time. So yeah, it's a good win for us.
They had a lot of possession as well. Is that, I take it you're not used to that, certainly here at Celtic Park. Second half, what did you do to change it? To scoring early probably would have helped, I guess. Yeah,
as you said, we just wanted to get an early goal in the second half to kill the game off, and thankfully Pat's done that with another great finish. So it made it a little bit easier for us the second half, and 3-1's a great result against Hearts.
Patrick, is the Ladbrokes man of the match? Can you hand over the champagne, please? Well done.
Yeah, thank you.
Well done to them. Neil Lennon, you talked about Ronnie issuing a Ronnie rocket at half-time. Will he be happier in the second half? Were you happier with Celtic in the second half?
Well, they got off to a fantastic start, and Roberts today was the difference between the two teams, I thought. Hearts between both boxes were very, very good, but Celtic were more ruthless. It wasn't a dominating performance by Celtic by any means, but very important win. And like I said at the start of the show, I think they're smelling the blood now and they're going for the title.
And I suppose they'll have had to smell blood because they shed some of their own very early on in the game when Jamie Walker scored. Were Celtic very vulnerable at that time, given the start they had?
We were talking about how disjointed they are and how just reckless, just putting things away, not really taking care, and that's not the usual Celtic composure. But full marks to Hearts in terms of how they approached the match. They were really aggressive right from the off. Jamie Walker does not have a lot of time to pull the trigger here. No backlift, but just to smash it past Craig on, it was a brilliant finish. And Hearts, to me, were the better side in the first half. Neil, would you agree?
Yeah, I agree, yeah. And, this came really against the run of play after a great save from Alexander from the free kick. Didn't clear their lines, Hearts and Gary Mackay-Steven. It's an excellent finish. Really, really quality. Beautiful clean strike and goes through the legs, and Celtic are back in the game then.
Neil, Hearts went with a back three today. How would you evaluate how that operated?
Well, at times it worked okay, but the defining moment of the game was the second goal for me. It changed the whole outcome of the match, and I'm just going to show you why it's so important. When you're playing with a three, I'll just point them out. There they are. There's your three there, okay? So they should move in unison, David. And they shouldn't really get any gaps between them. The wing-backs then become absolutely vital. Now, look at here. Mackay-Stevens there, ahead of the wing-back and Sam Nicholson. Now, later on, he will then affect John Souttar as we roll it on. And this is what I mean, that it's about switching on. When you're not in possession of the ball, you have to get back in. Now, as the play develops, Celtic steal it. Now we're in trouble. There's Nicholson. There's Mackay-Stevens. Now John Souttar. Now he's in trouble. He's pointing, he's aware of that. And what's going to happen is Patrick Roberts is going to drift right through that space and the gap it leaves. And that is because John Souttar is attracted to Mackay-Stevens. There's a gap, there's a brilliant run. And what about that for a piece of brilliance, Neil?
Magnificent finish. Absolute top class, Messi-esque. But it was a lovely, well, it was a great play from Rogic. You know, he pressed him, and that was the concern for Hearts was just overplaying in the wrong areas. They had the ball comfortable, it could have been cleared. Oshinawa gets caught with his back to goal, Rogic wins it. Lovely disguise on the pass and a brilliant finish, and I agree with Neil, that was a real turning point of the game.
What caught your eye most of all about Roberts today?
You know, he's well balanced. I love the finish. You know, here he's hugging the touchline, he wants the ball. Lovely little bit of awareness there from Johansson, and now it's all about he wants to get half a yard, get the shot off, and it's a lovely finish into the bottom corner. Now, my own opinion is Neil Alexander thought had a fantastic game. I think he'll be disappointed with that because he has got down to it. You know, and his hands. Yeah,
he has to get helped out with Rossi as well because Roberts is all left foot, surely, and he'll get him down the outside.
Yeah, I know what you're saying. Sometimes it's very, very difficult. You know, we always want to do that. The gap between Roberts and Rossi was big. So, you know, he obviously needs to get closer, but once Roberts is in the box, it's really, really difficult for him. And with players with that balance, and that's a bit like yourself, low centre of gravity, you take that step, half a yard, and it's a very, very good finish. But again, I think Neil will look at it and go, maybe I should have saved it, because he made some fantastic saves today.
Now, one of you was a great tackler. Hearts have had 8 red cards this season. Was Julian Oshaniwa's the softest?
I don't think either of his bookings should have been yellow cards. The first one is a mistiming of a header, which he takes a sole one of. That he wins the ball, and in Neil Lennon's day, that wouldn't have been even had a nod.
That's a scandalous decision.
It's a shocking decision.
I know it looks as if his studs are up, but he's actually tackled Beaton with the outside of his left, the side of his foot. Now, this was 4 minutes into the game, you know, and this for me is, you know, Brownie's been the captain, he's a great player. That's reckless. You know, the 2 feet are...
You can't tackle like that. Now, if we're talking about consistency, David, Bobby Madden sent off Igor Rossi at Hamilton for that exact challenge. He's low, he's not high, but he's gone off the ground with both feet, and Bobby Madden sent him off. So why is he not taking any action against Scott Brown there?
The studs are showing, and that for me is worse than Oshinawa's challenge.
100%.
And that should have been at least a yellow card.
Will Celtic have to improve before the semi-final?
I think they will. You know, they've got 2 games this week. I think they go to Dundee. They look forward to that now with the cushion. I think they look forward to the semi-final. I think it's a game the players need. I think that atmosphere... I thought the atmosphere today was fantastic, by the way.
It was.
And I think the atmosphere on, you know, 2 weeks Sunday will be, you know, powder keg, and everyone's talking about it, everyone's looking forward to it, and the players need that competitive edge.
And I think we'll invite you back for that if you're not busy that day.
Thanks very much.
Unless you've got something else to watch. Well, it's been great having you, Neil. Good to have you in as well. And we're back next weekend with Celtic's final game before the split. It's Motherwell against Celtic in the Premiership, midday Sky Sports 3. And then the following weekend, 2 Scottish Cup semi-finals. Hibs Dundee United at midday on the Saturday, and then on Sunday it's Rangers v Celtic. We can't wait for the big build-up to the Old Firm game, which did begin as soon as the draw was made. Rangers could be promoted this afternoon. Celtic took a massive step towards the Premiership title. Bye for now.
Enjoy Sky's